What's up, y'all? It's Trill 3L's Trillion Dollar Man. So, getting into this Big K versus Old Red battle, man. This is another fire battle from this Pearly Gates, man. 3-0. But even though it was a 3-0, it was still enjoyable from both parties, man. The battle was still enjoyable. Just getting right into it. Big K's first round, man. Now, every time I recap a Big K battle or I mention Big K, I always mention his rhythmic flow, how his flow sounds like he's rapping on a beat. It reminds me of like a Jadakiss flow is reminiscent of that, right? Now, this is the first time that I felt like Big K's flow worked against him because usually I feel like the rhythmic style keeps the crowd's attention and it just how he puts his punches together in that flow works well. But this is the first time I feel like it works against him, man. He has some good name flips, right? Good name flips, and then he had a bar. He had a Corella Duville bar, and when he said that bar, that's when it changed my mind. Like, okay, so this first round is not a complete dub for him. You know what I'm saying? Like this first round can go good for him, and then after that bar or around that bar, um, he slowed his flow back down because in the beginning of the round he had the same flow, but it felt like it was sped up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But after that Cruella Deville bar, I felt like he slowed it down like he was supposed to, and every bar after that, it started to hit more. It connected more with the fans. So I was like, all right, man. Throughout the whole battle, you need to keep this flow so the fans can hear what you're saying and it can resonate better. But and then he had I felt like he mocked Old Red's translation. You know how Old Red does a translation or whatever. I'm not gonna even try to do it, but the way he mocked it, it was very humorous, man. I like the humor with it, and he equated to Will Smith, how Will Smith get jiggy with it. Like, I thought it was dope. Now, still not enough, especially going against Old Red, because I know what Old Red is going to do in his next round. You feel what I'm saying? Well, in his first round, Old Red's first round started off crazy aggression. The way he just projected his voice, his presence, you know what I'm saying, his performance when he's spitting and delivering his bars was crazy. He had a Crash Bandicoot bar. I thought it was dope. Not only was it dope because the punch and how he executed it, but because that's something that as kids we all played Crash Bandicoot. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be able to relate with it better. I always like bars like that. And in this round, I'm starting to feel like Old Red is better on RBE than any other league. I didn't like Old Red's performance against Av, even though a lot of people loved his performance against Av. I didn't like it on that URL stage. I thought it was weird. Something was off. Then when he battled Show Off on RBE, killed it. You know what I'm saying? Then he battled K Sean on UW. I really didn't like that performance. You feel what I'm saying? But then now he's battling Big K back on RBE, and his performance is very reminiscent to what he did against Show Off. Last time he was on the, what was it? Was it Blood, Sweat, and Tears 5? I think it was. Yeah. Come on, man. Like, it was just crazy. So first round, he got that off top, man. He had a bar. He said, "Raise him." Then watch him throw bullets like Tom Brady, mother. Thought that was dope. And then when he went into his translation, I already thought he won the first round, right? But if you didn't think he won the first round by now, when he goes into the translation and then he translates what he said, he won that round immediately. Right after he did that translation, he won that round immediately. Everything he said after that didn't even matter, you know what I'm saying? Even though it was fire, but he didn't even have to say it. So first round, Old Red. Second round, Big K's round is not as strong as his previous round. Now I felt like it started off slow. Now he started mocking Old Red's job or alleged job as a security guard. We don't know if that's true or not, but now I felt like that was about to get drawn out. And then as he got more into that scheme, like the last punch, it was hilarious. Like it made up for everything that he said before. Like it was hilarious. The way he mocked it, because it was dry at first. You know what I'm saying? But second round, I feel like he ended it early too, because he might have forgot his bars and he was about to try to freestyle. That's what it seemed like. But then he's like, forget it. He just ended it, right? Second round for Old Red. Old Red started spazzing again. He had a bar. He said, negative. I follow the subject like the predicate, pill and sleep on like a sedative. Like I feel like people reacted when he said follow the subject like the predicate, but I don't really think they caught when he said pill and sleep on like a sedative. I thought that was fire. You know what I'm saying? I thought he should have had more reaction than that, but it was fire. And what I want to say about his Old Red rounds, like all of his rounds, I felt like his rounds, like even his setups were punches. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how some people that will have that every 4 bars it'll be a punch, and it's a haymaker. I felt like even his setups wasn't haymakers, but even his setups was just like hard punches. I was like, yo, like you leading up with this, then your haymaker's gonna be wild. You know what I'm saying? Now, so second round, I gotta give it to Old Red. Third round. Third round, Big K, man. What I gotta say about this third round? What I will say about Big K's whole battle is that his reactions. I don't think he had too many like big crazy reactions, but he definitely had like those more silent reactions where you listen and you like, that was nice. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that make you go crazy, right? So his third round, he decides to tell a story 90% of the round. And it's a long drawn out story. So in the beginning of the round, he tell you to, stay with him, listen to the story, you know what I mean? Bear with me, right? You like, all right, so you bearing through it. You like, okay, like I feel like you going somewhere with this, but you taking too long to get to it, and he's starting to lose the crowd. Well, if he's not losing the crowd, he's losing me, definitely. You know what I'm saying? So if the crowd is feeling how I'm feeling, it's like, you definitely lost this third round. And this is not something that you can do against Old Red, especially this Old Red that you're facing right now. But then, as he gets near the ending of the scheme and the round, because the whole round is that same scheme, that story. As he gets to the end of it, he kind of makes up for it, man. Kind of makes it worth it, because it's hilarious. Like the humor kind of saved that round. And what I ain't say about Ored's second round. Ored's second round, he ended that early too. Like you could tell he forgot some of his bars too. So second round for Big K and Ored wasn't as strong as what it could have been. But fast forward back to this third round by Big K. Big K's humor at the end of it, at the end of the story, kind of made up for that long, drawn out story. You feel what I'm saying? It's what saved his third round. Like without that, if his humor didn't hit, his jokes didn't hit, then yeah, it would have been like this body that Ored caught would have been even worse. You feel what I'm saying? So Big K kind of took a risk with that, but third round from Old Red. Old Red's third round wasn't really too much different than his previous rounds. Obviously, I don't think it was his first round. It wasn't as strong as his first round, but I would say it's slightly as his own third. I mean, it's slightly as his own second round, simply because I felt like it was longer. He didn't end it short like he ended his second round. You know what I'm saying? But good bars, good performance. Again, he had the aggression, all that, man. But like so Old Red 3-0, man. 3-0. First, second, and third. First round, fire. Second round, fire, but not as fire as the previous round, because he ended it early. Third round, it was basically just a finishing round, just to finish getting that body. But yeah, man, Big K did good, man. Even though he got body, it wasn't like, oh, Big K just had a horrible performance. He came out, did his thing. You could tell he put his effort into it. You know what I'm saying? Had a solid performance, and you would still want to see what he has, how he performs in his other battles. But yeah, man, I think Red stick to battling on RBE, like that small room stage. Like it's, I don't know, man. You perform differently. You perform differently on the RBE stage when you performed on URL, man. Your URL performances, I never really liked that anyway. I can get to other battles, but I'm not going to. But and then this battle with K Shine, I thought it was better than that one against Av, but it wasn't quite your battle versus Show Off. But this is reminiscent to when he did it versus Show Off, man. So if you couldn't make it to the event, like me, man, like I couldn't really make it, but I got this video on demand. Purchase this, man. If you like that DNA versus Big Cannon, fire, man. It will make you purchase this whole event. This battle right here is going to be a classic too. You know what I'm saying? Well, give it some time. It could be a classic, but it's fire, man. Like you missing out if you're not gonna at least buy this, man. But anyway, man, let me know how you feel about it. If you was there or if you gonna purchase it, let me know how you feel about it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Trill 3L is $1 trillion man, y'all. Peace.